Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And with this one right here, guys, we are talking Atlanta Season 3, Episode 5, titled Cancer Attack. Sometimes shows just be over my head acting fake deep. Where's the poop jokes? I think that's possibly the best part of this episode besides its randomness, because that is such a true statement. I don't even know what that means right there. And so, guys, if you do, let me know down in the comment section below because I would really, really appreciate it. And I just said that because I know some people are really feeling that way, because sometimes the show can be over some people's heads. It's very, very random. I mean, we get episodes to where it has to do with the crew, the main crew, Vanessa, Ern, Al, Darius. But then we have episodes where, kids are getting kidnapped. They're talking about reparations, but now we have the whole crew right here. But guys, if you did enjoy this episode or not, please let me know down in the comment section. Go ahead and thumbs the video up. And I'm going to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. I'm going to spoil it up, down, left, right, in, and out, as if you've already seen it. You have been warned. And as you can see, I am alone right now in this episode. I'm not going to have Tyra here, and that's okay. And also, just to be honest with you guys, I've been having some serious technical difficulties with my system. So I won't have any images pulled up right now. So just bear with me. I would really appreciate it. But I normally come in and just be like, hey, this is another great episode. But I don't know if I want to say that in this one right here. Things may have flown over my head because I was just trying to find the significance of it. If anything at all, it could just be random as hell. But at the very least, it was entertaining. After I got done watching it, I went back to catch a few plot points that I may have missed. And I didn't really pick up on anything that I thought I missed, but I'm just going to go with it and say that I was entertained. I do like the way that it started off with Ern going around as the manager for Al as Paperboy. And he is really stepping it up, because the last season or a few episodes ago, Al was not happy with Ern. He's just like, bro, you're just not the manager that I need you to be. We remember how he had the gun in the backpack in the carry-on at the airport, and they could have all went to jail for that. And Ern just completely forgot. And of course, Al confronted him on the plane like, hey man, this is exactly what I'm talking about. But earlier on in this season, we did see that Ern was stepping it up as the manager. And I have to give it to him. He did a really good job in this episode as well. I like the way he charged up Wiley when he was on the stage. Get the F out of the stage. Get the ginger ale out of the break room or the backstage, out of the dressing room. Bring in some gingerbread. And they're in Budapest right now. And I just really like the way they were just showing Ern walk up and down the hallway with authority. I mean, he had a lot of confidence in his step, and I like that from his character. I mean, and so hopefully the relationship between these two brothers will work out. He can continue to be the manager and all that good stuff. I also want to know from you guys, like, who is your favorite character? Mine is Ern. I believe Elliot's favorite character over in Movie Files. One of my good friends, one of my colleagues, I think I correct me if I'm wrong, Elliot, in the comment section if you're seeing this, but I think you told me that your favorite character is Darius. He's okay. He's actually my least favorite character. I don't hate him. I'm just saying that he's my least favorite character because the show is random, and he's random times 10, just with his style, with his hair, with his dialogue, with his mannerisms, him just dancing randomly all around. That is quite funny and just weird, And so I want to know, like, who is your favorite character? I just said Ern, but for me, it's just kind of a tie between Ern and Paperboy, Ern and Al. And so you guys let me know, especially what you thought about this episode. But it was entertaining. I was just very curious on where it's going to go. And I love that Al is going over in Budapest, and he is showcasing, just doing such a great job. I was wondering if we was going to be able to see him perform in this episode, but we really didn't. And we got some of that in the previous seasons, but it's nice. I mean, he is climbing up that ladder of status to where all these fans want to meet him, and that's where the episode comes in, or the title of it, the cancer attack, because this boy has cancer. And it's just really interesting that they sign up for this, but the Ern comes in, they're like, hey, the guest is here, and they're just kind of like, oh, okay, let's get this over with. Hey, how you doing? I'm Al, I'm Paperboy, and let's get to know each other and all this stuff right here. But I just found it super duper hilarious that this episode centered on them trying to find a cell phone, a golden phone. And they probably could have found it, but it was Darius' fault because he's Mr. Conspiracy Jones, I think, what Al told him. And he's like, no, we don't use the Find the Phone app because they can track it. I'm not an expert or whatever, but I think they can track it anyway without that. If you have any information or education on that, let me know down in the comment section. But that's what this guy right here believes. But they could have found the phone, but he don't want to mess with all those apps right there. And I just find that interesting. But it is funny to me where Ernest is like, hey, anybody got any eyes on the guest that was backstage? Yeah, he's being rushed out the hospital for a cancer attack. I'm like, a cancer attack? Maybe I'm telling on myself or being ignorant right now, but I'm like, okay, a heart attack, but no, they said a cancer attack. So I don't know how that works. I hope I'm not being ripped up in the comment section right now. Like, B, you don't know what a cancer attack is? I've never heard of that before. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to go back to school or read a book or something like that. I don't know. But you guys let me know. But that was hilarious. Aaron didn't know what to do. I wouldn't have been able to do what he was able to do. Like, go and rush the kid in front of everybody. You got the backstage passes. You got the people that's working the concert. You got the paramedics. You got the mom. You got the dad. And you got this kid in bed right here being rushed to the hospital. And you go over and bum rush him, looking in his pockets, lifting up the blanket, lifting up his legs, and the father, rightfully so, like, man, get the hell out of here. Stop touching my son. I'm just like, wow. Sorry, I thought it had a phone. We thought he had a phone. And of course, we're going to get to who had the phone at the very, very end. But Wiley, what's going on, man? Going back to what I said earlier, I like the way that Ern just cussed his ass out. Like, get the F off the stage. Like, what was he doing out there? Like, where is the supervision? Where is the security to where anybody can just run on the stage like that? I mean, because they was checking Ern with his pass. I mean, he kept going back and forth like, hey, it's me again. He's like, I'm sorry, I just have to check. It is my job. I'm like, bro, what are you looking at? Like, I mean, how did he get the pass in the first place? I mean, I don't know. That's just the thing. I'm like, if you have the pass, that should be a significant enough so you don't have to, check the name. But he was just taking a long time. And that was just kind of funny right there. That wasn't entertaining as well. But we got this Wiley guy right here, and they're trying to do the process of elimination. Sox is in there, Darius. They're just trying to figure out where this phone, and Sox is just really trying to be convincing. And I don't know why they're still hanging out with him. I know that they was hanging out with him in episode 3 when they tried to run out of there. I forgot the name of that episode where the guy had the chain of restaurants, and that was a very interesting episode as well. But they're kicking it with Sox right now, and this dude is just off the chain. He is just off the rail, talking about, where's the phone? We're gonna kill you. Talking about, I'm the white Liam Neeson. As soon as he said that, I'm like, wait a minute, Liam Neeson is white already. Like, what are you talking about? I hope that they addressed that, and then they did. Like, Paperboy Al was like, bro, what are you doing? That don't even make no sense. We trying to get him to come back here, and you pushing him away, and that don't even make sense. Liam Neeson is already white. I'm just like, why is he in the crew? Like, get him out of there. He is not helping. He scared us in episode 3. He's screaming and threatening people in this episode, and then we'll get to it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't want to say it right now. We'll get to it. But Wiley needed his, I wanted them to take that guitar and just beat Wiley over the head with it, And before I go there, and I was talking about how much I like Ern's authority and his confidence in this episode, because I mean, he is moving like a boss, or trying to be, as he's navigating, trying to find his phone. He goes and finds Wiley's uncle, who is only Wiley's uncle through marriage, because they made sure that they said that a couple of times in this episode. And then, we don't know if he's 19 or 32 years old. He's like, oh, I don't have his number. Or you don't have your nephew's phone number. And that's just kind of funny, because I have a lot of cousins and I have some aunts and uncles, and I don't know if I have their number saved in my phone. I'm pretty sure I can help my mom and my dad to get the information, but I'm friends with all of them on Instagram and Facebook, but I just don't have their number. And that was just kind of funny to me too, because I was just thinking, like, I don't have a lot of my family's numbers either. And I was like, maybe I need to update that. You know what I'm saying? Again, maybe I'm telling on myself, but dude was like, do you want it right now? He was like, yes. And I'm just over here laughing, hysterically, about the level of frustration that Earn is going through right now. But I do like that he's trying to have Al's back and just help him with the phone and get all that. And I really felt sorry for Al too, because he talked earlier, well, or later on when he was talking to Wally, like, hey, I was having writer's block. The words are just not coming out when I'm trying to express myself. And I put everything in the phone right here, but you got it. And I was so convinced that Wally had the phone. Maybe Wally, and I'll go ahead and say it right now, Socks is the one that had the phone. What's up with that? But I was towards the end, I was like, okay, is Wally and Socks working together? Because how did Wally know that that song was in the phone? And also, how did he know the phone number of Al is not Al? How did he know the phone number is Al as well? I do like the good cop, bad cop aspect of it. I thought that was executed great. But Wally is not as dumb as he looks. He called him out on that, like, okay, I know you guys try to do the good cop, bad cop thing, and right now you're going to try to incriminate me by saying something, trying to make me say something illegal, or that I am admitting guilt or something like that. So he was able to break that down as well. But at the same time, I found it interesting that he was under the assumption that he was being detained, and he was just getting scared. And he's crazy as hell. The guy obviously needs help. I like the way that Earn was talking to the uncle, just like, bro, you ain't seen this dude in 15 years. You don't know him at all. He's a stranger to you. And he kept saying, oh yeah, it's about marriage. And that's true. And so it's like, it's just interesting. Wally knew that they was doing the good cop, bad cop, and it was very convincing. And he knew the phone number, he knew the messages in the phone, and he knew all of that. But at the same time, maybe he was just trolling them. I don't know. But I really, really wish that not Earn. I really wish that Al would have took that guard two guitar and shoved it up his ass or beat him over the head with it, because I was convinced that he had the phone. And I'm just like, why don't y'all just jump this dude? And if y'all get chased by the cops, just hop on the plane, come back to the States or whatever. I'm kidding. I don't want to promote violence, but I'm not going to lie. It did cross my head, and I don't know. I just kind of wanted that to happen. Also, Earn is really concerned with Vanessa, because in episode 3, she was just tripping balls, pushing people in the pool for no damn reason, walking off. And I never went back and looked, but somebody told me, and I think in my comment section, that in the post-credit scene for episode 3, I think they said they showed Vanessa Van doing something somewhere, maybe back at a park. I can't remember, but it's been a few days, and Earn is getting frustrated, like, WTF, where are you? It's been 6 days. And then he called us, he calmed down and he took the WT off of the message. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you can't, if she don't call you back, she don't call you back. I was gonna say move on, but I mean, they have such a long history. I mean, this is not some random chick. I mean, they love each other. But what in the world is Van doing? Like, why won't she hit him back? A lot of people was thinking that did Darius and Van sleep together when Earn saw her in the hallway and she had on the towel and was getting the ice cubes. That would break my freaking heart if I saw that. I don't want to see that at all. I don't. That would just be absolutely horrible. So I hope that they did not sleep together. But we saw that at the end of the episode that Earn is the one, he was the one hitting her up like, hey, are you good? Are we good? Are you okay? It's been 6 days. And she just gonna come back with the thumb emoji. Like, that's just crazy. And I'm still kind of flabbergasted of the fact that she's in a relationship right now, and her boyfriend, I guess, was cool with her flying across the world to possibly hang out with her ex-boyfriend. Maybe her current boyfriend doesn't know that. And I think somebody in one of the last videos was saying that she's lying and that she's not in a relationship. So we're just going to have to see right there. I'm very, very curious. Now, I also want to hear from you guys in the comment section. How did y'all feel about the song that Wally was singing? Like, I don't want less because I don't need more, or something. It was very interesting the way he worded that. And this dude is just off the rockers. I mean, he's like, he says that a girl in the 8th grade broke his heart, and his mom, they moved overseas, and he's trying to live his life that way. And I forgot exactly what he said. I'm paraphrasing, that he didn't have sympathy or empathy after he heard the song, and he felt the same, and he was just going off. I'm like, bro, Al, please go over there and just beat his ass. I don't know why I want his ass to be beat so much, but the guy was just creeping me out, and I really wanted him to knock his. I mean, like, he's stressing out over the phone. He's like, hey, I made you a little crane out of paper. And I'm just like, bro, like, get your life together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're too old for this. You're fan crazy. You got your wish, and you know, but I gotta figure out why in the world did Socks have the phone? Why did he throw it in the trash? What is his motive? What am I missing, guys? Please let me know down in the comment section below, because I am very, 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 very curious about what's going on and what was going on through his mindset. But did I love this episode? No, it was entertaining, but it's just like one of the things about this show is it's so damn random. I mean, it is. Like you have episodes to where it has nothing to do with the main cast, but then you know it's somewhat serialized because Socks came from episode 3 to episode 5. Well, yeah, episode 2 that was serialized with episode 3, and then it jumped to episode 5 because episode 1 and episode 4 didn't have to do with nothing. But at the same time, it's just so random. Like and Donald Glover, it's just like, hey, let's create an episode to where Al is looking for his phone. Why did Socks stole the phone? Why did he pick up the phone? Let's investigate here. So y'all answer in the questions below. How did I can't even talk, my goodness gracious. Wiley, how did he know the phone number? How did he know the name of the song in the phone? And why does Socks take the phone and throw it in the trash? I don't understand. And he could have got with the phone a long time ago. What if they would have patted him down? And why are they so close with this dude? I mean, they were really treating him like he part of the crew or whatever. But that's just messed up. That's just some whole stuff right there. Socks is evil. I don't like him. I just wish that they can do a 3-on-2 whoop ass session on them, because that's crazy. And this dude screaming at people talking about hate a white Liam Neeson. It just makes no sense. The guy's unstable. And so we got to get him out of here. But yeah, this is another random episode right here talking about cancer attack. Sometimes shows just be over my head, acting fake, deep. Where are the poop jokes? I just think that's brilliant right there. I really do like that. And where the hell is the cast for this episode right here that I'm scrolling up and down? Oh, it's right there, top cast. And I don't know who the hell Carol is, but we're just going to keep on going. See, they don't even got all the people on there. So we're just going to skip that right there. But guys, again, that is just my opinion. And so thank you for tuning in for my Atlanta season 3, episode 5 recap and review. I do appreciate it. And I will be back here same time next week, same place, to dive into episode 6. And I hope it is good. And I hope it is a juicy one. And a matter of fact, I remember in episode 1, the guy in the boat was the same guy that was in episode 4 that blew his head off. So when we get to the final episode of this season, is it going to be like the Avengers Assemble and all these characters are going to come together? That would be very interesting right there and entertaining, but we're just going to have to see. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.